Okay, part two, you guys, from that yoga sculpt, coming down to the ground, using your weights here, coming down for bridge. And we're gonna keep the back nice and strong. We do a little core work, a little butt work, a little chest work. So we're gonna start by lifting and pressing up. Now you guys wanna make sure your inner thighs are strong, chest is nice and strong, and you're breathing in and breathing out. And you're breathing, breathing, breathing. So navel's in, glutes stay strong, hamstrings active, chest is active. We're gonna go for 8, 7, 6, get nice and strong, you guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna bring it up, you're gonna hold that bridge, arms out to the side, neck is nice and long. Again, belly is in, back is strong, glutes are super active, and the joint of the hips are aligned. As we open out the chest, and you're keeping the glutes super strong and active, keep those hip tips nice and strong, keep them connected, keep them lifted, and you're working open. Neck is relaxed. For 4, 3, 2. Now you guys are gonna hold those arms up, and we're gonna reach open one at a time, okay? So you're reaching right to left, you're keeping that core nice and stable. Stay strong, you guys. You got this. Let's do this. Okay, so this week I'm gonna try to get you guys a video every day, something new each day, making it part of our Get Strong week, Stay Strong week. All right, so we're gonna do 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna reach the arms over and then come down with the hips. So over, come down. Core strong, come down. For 4, pull, 3, pull, 2, use those back muscles, and 1, and pull. Bring the weights down, bring that right leg up, and we're gonna start to lift up. Now if you want to, I'm not really good at this, but you can do a plyo jump with that other leg and push it up there, and that's totally up to you. Okay, we're gonna try 6 more of these. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Those plyo jumps are really good, really effective. Let's switch sides. Make sure that the heel is in line with your hip. You want to make sure good alignment. I can't see you guys, but I'm really hoping you guys are paying attention to your alignment. You know I'm a stickler for that. So we're going to push up, and again, you want to do those plyo jumps. You go for it. Then get some air underneath that foot. Go for it. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tuck those legs in nice and strong. Tuck your chin in. You want that chin not to come from the skull, not from straightening your neck. So tuck the chin in, then you lift the center of your chest up and in. Squeeze the belly in, pelvic floor strong. You're gonna start to activate through those hips. So narrow in those hip points as you tap down for 1, 2. I want you guys to squeeze down every time. 4, hug the hips, hug the ribs. 6, 7, and hold it in as you press. Keep the abs super, super tight, super tight. Don't let it go. Keep those hips nice and locked in place with the shoulders, with the ribs. All of it is locked. No strain at the neck. It's all in that powerhouse right in the core. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we're gonna tuck. We're gonna reach in. And 1, 2, 3. Keep it strong. 4, dig deeper into the abs. 5, 6, 7, and crisscross. Here we go. It's 1, 2, keep lifting your chest. 3, 4, lift. 5, 6, just lifting. 8, another step. For 1, get stronger. 2, inner thigh strong. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Taking 1 foot down, 1 foot up. I'm gonna sit up nice and tall, squeeze the belly. 1, ooh, 2, didn't make that one. 3, 4, 5, 6, keep those hips squared. 2 more. 7, and 8. Let's try the other side. Keep it nice and strong. For 1, keep the core tight. 2, Did we do 8? 6. 2 more. 7. That's a hard one. And 8. Awesome. Tuck the knees into the chest. Squeeze your abs. Contract your abs. Lift that chest up. Chin tucks. For 4. No neck strain. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna roll to the side or be on our side. Coming into side hip raise. Work into that core. Now, again, you are totally welcome to grab a weight here and lift this up. Your choice. You don't have to. Just make sure, once again, that you keep this lifted and you're out of your neck. So the shoulder is down your back. It's not up to your ear, okay? So some can be up. It can be on your hip. It's up to you. You're going to lift 1, 2. Keep the hips wrapped. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring that down. I'm going to just switch to the other side. If you want to roll to the other side, do that. Depends on how your mat is facing. Totally up to you. But once again, as we come up here, the shoulders down the back. This is lifted. Weight or no weight, totally up to you. Keep those hips strong. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job, you guys. All right, we are gonna come onto hands and knees. You're gonna take the weight behind your knee. Again, you don't need to use the weight. If you have the ring and you like it to hold your core strong, you put the ring right under your navel. If your wrists bother you, you can fist like that, or you can work into that position. Totally your call. But you want to squeeze the middle of your hamstring, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your belly, and of course squeeze that shoulder girdle and that upper back. For 1, tuck in. 2, tuck in. Everything strong. 3, tuck. 4, tuck. 5, neck is relaxed and long. 8, and pulse it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're gonna circle it around for 1. Hold that weight. 2, up and around in that joint. 3, keeping that hip joint healthy, and then reverse the direction. We go for 1, big stretch. 2, go in the fullest range you can. 3, and 4. One more, pulsing it up for 8, 7, 6. Squeeze that hamstring. 5, squeeze that waist. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's try the other side. I'm gonna just take that weight and bring it over just knee number 2. Make sure your kneeling knee is in line with your hip. Again, navel's in, back is strong, and we lift 1. Pull. 2. Pull. Center of the hamstring working. 3. Pull. 4. 5, 6, 7, and pulse it up. Here we go. Arms strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Circle in that joint of the hip. We go around now to the side for 1. Hold that weight. Use the hamstring. 2, 3, and 4. Reverse for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pulse it up again. Squeeze that hamstring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Beautiful. Let's take that down. Come into elbow plank. We're going to hold it for 3 counts of 8. Make sure your wrists are in line with your elbows. Shoulder girdle strong. Neck long. Plug the ribs in for 1, 2, 3, keep lifting. 4, hips and ribs. 5, 6, find your breath. 7, rest if you need to for second set. 1, shoulders down. 2, keep the ribs in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Third set, little rest if you need it. For 1, 2, keep that back strong. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Beautiful. Come into child's pose. Reach those hips back. Squeeze into your hip flexors, nice and strong. Stretch your thighs back as much as you can. Keep your upper back strong for 3, 2, and 1. A little back work. Again, you still use the core when you do your back work, of course. So those ribs are still in, belly still in, hips still strong. Hands right behind the head. And we come up for 1, 2, 3. Pull up through there. 4. Right through the back of the ears. 5. You can put your hands on if you want. 6, 7, 8. And we're going to reach to the right 8 times. So you're going to look up and lift that right arm. 1, 2. Shoot that right elbow up. 3. Right shoulder. 4. Right ear. 5, 6, 7. And do the same with that left one. We go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Chin or forehead on the mat. Lift those legs. Squeeze your inner thighs. And lift your inner thighs straight up for 1, 2, 3. Keep the ribs strong. 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to lift right side and lift it as high as you can. You're going to see the difference in the tightness in the back and the psoas and that hip flexor. So see how high you can lift it. And then bring that down. Do the same with side 2. Try not to tip over to the side. Stay right in the middle. See how high you can lift it. And just strengthen. Squeeze that inner thigh. Now you can alternate lifting the legs, or you can lift that weaker side to strengthen it. Okay, if you're not sure, just keep alternating. Try to get high height every time with your chin down, shoulders strong. And we're gonna go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, you guys, let's come back. Quick stretch. So we're going to come into our deep stretches here. This stretch here is for the shoulders. I love this one. It's a tricky one because you can falsely stretch by popping your ribs out. So keep your ribs in, keep the belly in, stretch from here. Okay, so you're trying to open your lat and your arm away from each other, getting into this part of the spine, getting into that shoulder joint. So try to pull as much as you can in through that shoulder joint. Squeeze your upper arms toward each other. Try to move your chest down and forward where that shoulder girdle is, or that upper part of the chest. Now you can also bend the elbows and bring them forward more. So use the ground to pull your elbows forward, but also pulling your elbows behind your head, not by rounding your head down, keeping the neck in line with the spine. As you move those elbows back and the chest and the head down. For 4, find more space. 3, 2, and 1. Come right down. One more for shoulder here. Just bringing that arm out to the side, about a 45-degree, pinky up, pinky down rather, thumb is up. You're gonna turn away from the left. Keep that arm like that. Don't let that arm go up overhead like that. We see this happening a lot when I do that in classes, right? So try to keep it there. You can peek at it if you want to, and then just turn and stretch. Let your head come down. Let your hip open. Let your head go back too, so you're stretching your belly as well. Keep that thumb up for 4, pull the bicep, 3, 2, and 1. I love that one. You know, if I was with you guys, I'd be stepping on your hand and all that good stuff. So 45 at that other one, check it out, look at it, turn, pull, stepping on your hand with love, right? And you want to open your throat. Don't let your head come down. That's that tightness in that core. You want your throat open. Let that head go back. You can drop that head back more. Go for it and put it down on the ground. If it bothers you, you can use that block or cushion. And just breathe. Open your hip. 2 and 1. Woo! All right, just quick stretch here for pigeon pose. So we're going to come forward with that right leg. Left heel in line with that, right heel in line with your left hip. Try to open up into this hip flexor, right? So the hip is opening out to the side. Stretch it open. And you're opening up into the hamstring, glute as well. Try not to round your back. You want to lengthen and pull the spine forward. So keep finding that pull. As you close now down into that belly and deep into the hip. So everything is like folding into the hip, even though that knee or that hip is turned out, right? That hip joint is turned out. Muscles kind of contracting in a different way. Keep those shoulders squared. Keep working that hamstring stretch, right? You're pulling that hip crease back, or opening that hip crease. And keep breathing in, breathing out. Okay, we're gonna rise up. I'm gonna stretch the psoas on that other side, right? So left side, get that opening, really the upper psoas on both, but you know, you wanna pull from that belly, navel's in, navel lift, back leg super long. If you wanna bend it and catch it, go for it. And then press yourself up, and if you wanna come onto your knees or do a downward dog or just roll that hip side to side before you come to the other side. Okay, so make sure that knee is up to the side a little bit, heel in front of your hip, getting into side two, fan open, that hip out to the side, get into that creasy part of the butt, and then lengthen your lower back forward. Lengthen the lower back forward. Bend your breathing here. And keep getting that really nice stretch, you guys. Keep trying to pull everything into the hip, like your inner thighs are strong, belly. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Get a little more open if you can. Nothing that's hurting, right? But you do want to feel something, right? So let's stretch ourselves up and lift. And feel that belly in and that belly lift. And open up. Stretch this back leg, back thigh, back hip. That super duper opening. Feels really good. All right. And we'll again come back in that downward dog or child's pose, whatever you want to do. Just kind of open that up. Come down on the belly again and into our up dog to really get that nice stretch. And just bend one knee and release. And bend the other, head back. And release. And come into our child's pose. Stretch that lower back. Back of the shoulders. Bring those knees together. Grab hold of your heels. Crown of the head down. Stretch them round through the spine. Hug the belly in. That rabbit pose. Shoulders away from ears. Keep breathing as you do this. Releasing it down, stretching right leg forward, getting your hamstring stretch. Again, you can use your weights or your blocks here, but try to pull the calf away from the back of the knee, pull the hamstring away from the back of the knee, and come down. Now, before we switch to the other side, we're just going to sit back if you can. Again, be careful of your knee. If this is not right for you, you're going to turn to your side. And you're going to have a seat on the floor. The other heel is beside your hip. You're just going to start to come back. All right, stretching this quad out. I'm on the camera anymore. Okay, so you're going to stretch out the quad. Try to keep your hips squared. Maybe come down on the elbow. Just make sure your shin and your knee are squarely on the floor as best you can make it. To release that, strengthen the back of your legs, strengthen the buttocks. If you can lie all the way down, go for it. Lie all the way down and just breathe in, breathe out. Just relax into it. Keep everything strong. All right, and then we'll bring ourselves up, press ourselves up, and we'll walk in and we'll try the other side. So we'll bring that other leg nice and straight and strong. And again, we're working this opening behind the knee. So the calf moves to the heel, hamstring moves to the bum. And then you just work over this stretch. And just breathe. Try to go a little further if you can. And then we'll come back like we did on the other side. And you're going to have that heel right next to it here. If you did slant it over to the side, try to do your best to be on the shin, on the knee. And again, if that's a lot for you, or if it bothers your knee, roll to your side and just catch your foot behind you, or do a stretch that you feel is going to benefit you. Come down on the elbows. But things to help to open up the hips. Again, you know I say this all the time, but as we sit a lot, hip flexors get really tight. Sometimes the quads get really tight as well. So you want to try to elongate all of them and strengthening the back side. So you're going to squeeze your bum here, squeeze the glutes, squeeze that lower back, try to open up. And again, if you can lie all the way down, you go for it. And just breathe. Inhale and exhale. All right, and then we'll come right up, come out of that rather, and come down onto the back. Just stretch your whole body, cross your right ankle over your left ankle, stretch the arms overhead, shoulders wide, bring the arms and legs to the left, stretch the neck, relax the neck, stretch your side body, breathe in, breathe out, squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze the navel, really hug it in, and let's do the same thing on the other side. So left ankle over right, arms over, arms and legs go to the right, squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze that pelvic floor, navel, neck is relaxed and open, of course. Bring it back to the center. Make sure your sacrum is on the ground. Don't tip it back, don't tip it forward, just hold it flat as you can. Bring the right knee in while you maintain that position of the sacrum, left leg out, and just squeeze the knee in while you keep that sacrum down. And then bring right arm out to the side, right shoulder stretches way out to the side, and try to keep your left sacrum on the ground while you're pulling that right side over it. So it's almost like you're folding your right hip over your left hip like a taco. All right, and we'll release it into the center. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So again, start with the hips aligned. If they kind of came out of alignment, flatten it out. Straighten out that right leg. Hold that left knee in or draw it in even more, keeping the sacrum nice and even, keeping your back nice and flat, relaxed in through the tummy. And keep that right sacrum down while you bring that left arm out, left shoulder out, and bring that left sacrum or left hip over the right. Try not to roll to the side of this hip. Keep it nice and flat on that back. And again, taco fold. Breathe in, breathe out. Just hang with it, guys. Tuck it all the way in. And crisscross those ankles. Grab hold of your feet. Rock yourself up to seated. Okay, come and have a seat, back up into seated. Sitting up nice and tall, lengthen through the spine, and we're gonna make sure that the hips are aligned, shoulders relaxed, jaw is relaxed. Come over to the side and stretch out, right? So we're gonna try to open up the neck here and the shoulder. Turn your thumb. Try to relax as you're opening, nothing forced. And let's try the other side. Turn your thumb. Beautiful. Bring it center. Last spinal stretch. Come forward. Now you can also bring your legs overhead if you want to, but you have to feel like this is cool. Again, let all the back muscles relax. Your neck relax. All right, we're gonna come down on the back for Shavasana. So you're just gonna lie down on the back, legs apart, arms apart, eyes closed. Make sure your head's in the middle, shoulders relaxed. Bring your attention to your navel, jaws relaxed, and just soften the belly as you feel the lungs open when you breathe in. And relax when you breathe out. Soften your feet and your hands, your thighs and your arms. Soften the neck, shoulders, upper back. Just let the upper back relax. Let the eyes roll back. Mouth is relaxed, tongue is relaxed. So just breathe in and breathe out. Let your mind settle on your breath here for just the next few moments. Okay, so notice where your thoughts wander to. And get to this place where you can turn your attention to your inhale and to your exhale. And let your back continue to settle. Let the weight of your body fall to the mat. And let your face relax like you were just about to smile. You know, let the eyes smile, let that smile travel to the mouth, to the throat, to the heart, to the belly. Notice any tension in the body, the face, the neck, the shoulders, and let it go. Continue to settle and let it go. Okay, so we're going to start to come out of Shavasana. Just move your hands and your feet and your fingers and your toes. Keep that quality of relaxation and peace as you tuck in and roll to your side. So hang out on your side for a little bit and sit up nice and tall. Got my sign there for my bear. Barry. He says, thanks for keeping me company. Thanks for keeping Barry company. Thanks for keeping me company. Let's bring the hands together in front of the heart. Okay, so when we come here, we're just going to align, allow the hips to be strong. Allow the chest and the waist to be on top of the hips, the neck and the head to be on top of the chest and the waist. So each body part supports the one up by this. All right, so hopefully you'll come back and do this video. I'm going to, again, this is a part 2 video of the other one. They connected together. And I'll hopefully have more for you. I'm going to try for one every day. Thank you guys for joining. Namaste.